Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. Got a fantastic show lined up for you today. All kinds to talk about here, and gonna have some fun doing it, as we always do. But if I were Paul Skenes right now, this is exactly what I would tell the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Cannot play with him. Cannot win with him. Cannot coach with him. Can't do it.
Dude, he needs out of Pittsburgh, man. Zach in the chat is spot on with it, dude. Yeah, man. Feel bad for Skenes. He needs to request a trade or throw every pitch 65 miles an hour until they trade or release him. I know. You know what the brutal part is? Is that essentially the Pirate, I almost said the Steelers, the Pirates own his contract through at least 2030, I think. Yeah, like it. He's not going anywhere unless they trade him, and I don't think that they're going to trade him because he's the only guy that can play, man. Zach, I know, bro. Dude, it's brutal. I feel bad for the guy, like, because, look, man, we're going to get into the show. We'll talk about it. But, you know, you could say, well, he's making the money, which is true. Now, he's going to be making a whole hell of a lot more money. But, no, man. I mean, it's as a competitor, he's got to be just over it. Just over it. I'll tell you what I'm over is he's 0-2 days. Marte and Cal Raleigh, both of them not any good at all. Brad split, so well done, Bradley. Good job, buddy. Split, it's all right. We can take that. That 0-2, we cannot take that. But those two dudes have been on absolute fire, man, so I don't blame them at all. They have been just absolutely crushing it. Now, our Howie Schwab crew play of the day. All right. Went with home runs today. Just to have some fun with it. See where your head is at. Shohei Ohtani home run, plus 150. Matt Olson home run, plus 300. Freddie Freeman home run, plus 325. Pete Crow Armstrong home run, plus 450. Polls in the chat. Vote now. Update as we always do at the end of the show. Father Whale says, what would a trade for him look like? Man, that's a great question. So, okay, I actually want to walk through this real quick. Then we'll jump into Major League Baseball. Well, I guess this is Major League Baseball. Okay, so let's assume that they're trading him to a title contender, a big name team, a Yankees, a Dodgers, you know, something like that, right? If you're the Pirates, you're going to want a ton of picks. Chicago Pat, good morning, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. Like, if you're the Pirates, right? You're right, an absolute haul. Yeah, I mean, there would be money considered because, all right, let's walk through this. I mean, okay, if you're the Pirates, right? Like, let's say, we're the general manager team of the Pirates. You're going to have to give me draft picks that are top notch in terms of round, right? I'm going to take a hit. Like I say, we are going to take a hit if we're the Pirates fan wise, right? Because that's their guy. Yeah, I mean, dude, you would have to nail on prospects and you would have to probably give me somebody that's marketable that you're going to pay for. You know what I mean? It'd be tough. Like, because I'm trying to think who would be an NFL equivalent. Who is a good quarterback that's on a bad team? Like, who's a good young quarterback that's on a bad team? Like, I don't want to say Joe Burrow because the Bengals aren't bad. They don't have any defense. And we're going to talk about the NFL next week. But trying to think of who would be a young quarterback in the NFL that's on a really bad team. But you know that the dude can play. I don't know. Keep thinking about that. But yeah, dude. Justin Fields. There we go. There we go. Oh, Kyler Murray. Yeah. You know, that's a good point too. Yeah, I mean, it would be something like that, right? Like, it would be making a trade of that kind of, you know, proportion. But Major League Baseball's not the same either in the fact that Lamar Jackson, there you go. Yeah. I think Joe Burrow's the right answer. Yeah, I think so too. Like, if they didn't have Joe Burrow, the Bengals would be awful. I mean, they have no defense. Um, remember Steve Young getting traded to the 40? Yep. Dude, I'll tell you a funny story. Liddy, good morning, buddy. I'll tell you a funny story, then we'll jump into baseball. I saw it was the 30 for 30 on the USFL, okay? And that was back when the USFL was popping, okay? And they were talking to Steve Young, and Steve goes, yeah, he goes, if anybody like familiar with football and football practice, right? Could be high school, could be pop, whatever. You get done with practice, meeting, middle of the field, coach talks, hand up, 1, 2, 3, team, right? And you go back to the locker room, take your pads off, shower, change clothes, go home. Okay. Steve Young said every Friday in the USFL, they would in practice, coach would bring everybody together in the field. They do, team meeting, 1, 2, 3, team. And he said everybody would take off running, full pads, everything, jersey, disgusting practice uniform, jump in their car and hightail it. They did it every Friday. And the 30 for 30, like the announcer was like, why was everybody doing that? He goes, because only half the checks were going to cash. It was a race to the bank. I thought that was funny, man. All right. Reed, volume down, can't listen, but one up and Boostie's live. There's baby. Shit, boss, come back around. There we go. Big Reed. Risking it, boy. Appreciate you. Yeah, if anybody could hit like, man, that'd be great. If you're watching on your phone, just grab it, pull the screen, pull down, hit like, pop it back up. I won't ask you for anything else. All right, let's get into it. Oh, dude, Maddie, I know. It was hilarious. Like, and Steve was laughing too. He was like, only half them checks were going to cash. He goes, I don't know what the people at the bank thought when he saw 90 people in uniforms racing to the first one. Oh, dude, hilarious, man. All right, let's get into Scott. That's you, buddy. You're the best, man. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. The rain is are you getting hit with rain? Yeah, we're finally getting it. Like the heat is kind of dissipating. So Nicholas Bradley, National SC deserves some damn respect. There we go, baby. There we go. All right, let's get our picks for today. Okay. Starting it off here, let's go with Matt Olson over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, -120. He is on the Atlanta Braves. Let's take Marcell Ozuna, also on the Atlanta Braves, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, -115. And then we're going to take Vladimir Guerrero on, on the Blue Jays, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at -120. Okay. So those are our three picks again, and we'll be live today at 3 p.m. Eastern today. I just said today twice. But we'll be live, obviously, to go through it. Big Mose, he's got 9,000 picks. I love it, man. He makes me laugh. Okay, so those are our three. Now let's jump into home runs and baseball. Then we'll talk some more. All right. So home runs. You see 4 listed there in the poll in the chat, which please continue to vote. Here are your 5. Shohei Ohtani +150, Matt Olson +300, Freddie Freeman +325, Marcell Ozuna +400, and Pete Crow Armstrong of the Cubs +450. Where are you going today? Scott, what's your take on FanDuel cancellation? Wait, what did they do? Tell me more about that. What happened? Tone Loke said, weather was great yesterday, but a ton of strikeouts. I know. Dude, there were this heat got to a lot of people. I mean, we had the Cubs and the Cardinals game over 8.5, 8-0. Seeing a lot of teams run away with it, and it just kind of just dies, man. Yeah, it looks like Pete Crow Armstrong is the choice. +450. The Scarecrow. Hit me thinking about Lord Infamous. People probably don't even know who Lord Infamous is. All right, yeah, no sweat. DraftKings, Pete Crow. All right, we go on Pete Crow +450. Yeah, Scott, please send that over. Yes, I want to read about that. I haven't seen that. All right, yeah. All right, so we're gonna go Pete Crow, 450. All right, Let's roll with it. All right, we're going Pete Crow. Brad, AB, a group chat via Discord put together an 11 leg or so home run parlay that hit, and FanDuel is trying to change their rules to negate this type of bull. What are they saying it on? That people collaborated? God, what was that payout? Pat said taking Olsen at home run. Yeah, I like Matt Olsen today. Roddy knows. Memphis rapper. Yes, sir. Be Lord, infamous the scarecrow. People be dancing around my floor. Dude, 3-6 was where it's at. $11 to win $100K. FanDuel, they paid out $2.2 million. Good. Okay, good. I was going to say, they better pay that thing out. Big Tim, my man, going with Spencer Torkelson or Nick Kurtz. Yeah, I like old Nick Kurtz, man. Dude can hit. All right, good. I'm glad that they paid out. All right, let's talk about weather. Keep dropping that in, though. That's fascinating. Good job by those guys, too. I wonder how many people were in that group. Like, I wonder what the if they paid out 2.2 mil. All right, weather. So rain is coming. All right, you're going to see it. Raising the Royals. Got it blowing out 13.5 miles an hour. Temperature 86, feels like 86. Precipitation 34%, moving to 50%. Brad, thank you, man. I'm going to look at that as soon as the show's over. Look, it's probably going to rain in this game. I'm just going to let you know. It's probably going to rain. So if you're betting anything on the Rays and the Royals, be careful because your rain chances are going to go up as the game goes. Cubs and the Cardinals. Again, wind is blowing out. Temperature 89 degrees, feels like 94. Precipitation 18, 20%, right? Not too terribly bad, but again, be careful. Not only the rain, but like we said yesterday, I mean, we played a good bet, the over 8.5, and yeah, Cubs won what, 8-0? Like, come on, man. So yeah, what else do we have? Let's see. Well, that's not good. There we go. Good Lord. All right. Cubs and the Cardinals. Sorry, I had a little production error there. Braves and the Mets. Yeah, temperature 81 degrees, feels like 78. No rain, so you're good there. And I mean it's blowing in, you can see, but should be all right. Tone low, it was 8-0 in the fifth. I know. It was like, dude, oh my God. Like I was looking at it, like watching that game, tracking it, like, how are we not going to hit this? You know what I mean? Job taking under 10 in the Rays Royals. Yeah, I feel you there. Millsy, I think the Rays should hold off KC until the game, but still early tell. All right, good eye, man. Keep us updated on that for sure. And I think that's all the weather that we have. We'll get into the hitters here in just 1 second. But like I said, there's not a lot of great weather that's out there. Some is worse than others, but it's not a great weather day in Major League Baseball. You're going to see rain. You're going to see wind kind of going in a lot of crazy different directions. So it actually might help, though, to be honest with you, because it seems like this heat, I mean, players have just been dying out there. You know what I mean? So if it's a little cooler, it might actually help out. It's a good test study today. Yeah. Okay. So John brings up a good point, too. So take the under 10. All right, so number one, take a look at these totals that are out there. You're still going to see high totals. And number two, I was going through the Dodgers, some of their player props today. All right, so, hits, runs, and RBIs, right? And I'll put my picks back up here real quick for anybody who may have jumped in a little bit late. So hits, runs, and RBIs, it's usually either over 1.5 or over 2.5, right? So the three we have today, Matt Olson over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Marcell Ozuna over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Vladimir Guerrero over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Okay, so you see normally over 1.5, sometimes over 2.5. If you look at the Dodgers, it's over 3.5 for a lot of the players. Shohei, you've got to get 4+ hits, runs, and RBIs. Same thing with Freddie Freeman. 4. So, yeah. And the wind and the weather is not great in Colorado. It's not terrible. I mean, you've obviously got an advantage there. But, yeah, be careful with some of the props. And what I was getting at was, like, you might see some totals and some props that are pretty high. Yeah. I mean, it could be an unders day. We got day baseball. But, yeah, be careful out there. Make sure you shop your books. You get some pretty high stuff out there. All right, let's get into hitter versus pitcher historicals. Matt Olson, 2 home runs off Griffin Canning. Shohei Ohtani, 2 home runs off Austin Gomber. Marcell Ozuna, 2 home runs off Griffin Canning. Seen a lot of Griffin Canning coming right out of the gate. Freddie Freeman, 2 home runs off Austin Gomber. All right. Ezekiel Tovar off Clayton Kershaw. He's got a home run. Rowdy Tellez, he's got a home run. Bobby Witt's got a home run. Gleyber Torres, George Springer, Nico Horner, Andy Pages. There you go. Mookie Betts, he's got a home run. You see a lot of Gomber up there, too. Let's take a look at hits. All right. So you see it here. Off the gas, man, he's got 7. Freddie, he's got 6 hits, hitting 429. Austin Gomber, Ian Happ, hitting 400. Steven Kwan, Jose Ramirez, both with 4 hits. Vladimir Guerrero hitting 500, 4 hits, 8 at bats, 1 walk. Marcell Ozuna, 4 hits, 5 at bats. Excuse me, 4 hits, 5 at bats, hitting 800. Randall said, "You get a home run, and everybody gets a home run." There we go. Shohei hitting 364. Seiya Suzuki hitting 750. There you go. Yeah, got some nice ones. All right, hitting streaks. Yandy Diaz, 15 straight games with a hit. Josh Naylor, 13 straight games with a hit. Brandon Lowe, 12 straight games with a hit. Luis Arias, 12 straight games. Tyler Freeman, 12 straight games. Yelich, 9 straight games. Jordan Beck, Mike Honcho, baby, 7 straight games. Matt Chapman, 7 straight games. Ellie De La Cruz, 6 straight games. Carlos Correa, 5 straight games. There you go. So where's everybody going today? What are you rolling with? Hunter Goodman's a dog. A dog. Big Kirk said, like Ian Happ, hits, runs, and RBIs. I like that a lot today, man. Raymond going Pete Crow. I'm with you on that. Yeah. Dodgers team total 7.5, dude. I'm telling you. Yeah. Their props are nuts today. All over the board. They're huge. All right, let me get my picks up here one more time. I'll just leave that sitting there. Let's see. Let's see where you've gone with the poll here. I know this is exciting television as the host pulls things up on his phone. Shohei Ohtani, 43%. Pete Armstrong, 32%. Okay, there we go. Raymond. Going Brent Rooker. All right. That's basically up to the discretion of whatever competition rules it is. A lot of times it comes down to the temperature. Big Mo, she's in on Pete Crow as well. I like it. Dude, 7.5 is crazy high. I think that's it. Anybody have any pressing thoughts on this Thursday here? Like I said, next week we'll start the NFL and college football. We'll start breaking both of those down. You'll see in your feeds now on YouTube here at Driving the Line. We got our golf video, and that's not just for today, right? It's for the whole weekend. So make sure to check that out. Brian Liberati did an excellent job with that. You'll see it in your feeds. I'll tweet it out after the show and also link it here below in the comments. Father Whale said, might have to ride with my boy Springs. Big George Springer? Yeah, buddy. Yep. But yeah, that video's in your feeds for the Rocket Classic. Brian did a great job, man. Brian, good job, buddy. Mosh is going Blue Jays, Guardians, no runs first inning. And Cubs team total over 4.5 for the early slate. There we go. My boy. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's all we got. Like I said, this week, pretty light. Take it easy. We don't have to press, go crazy. But next week, we're going to ramp this thing up. Oh, Jeffrey Springs. My bad. Father Well, Jeffrey Springs. Oh, nice, dude. That's awesome, man. I love it. But yeah, like I said, man, this week we'll go easy, keep it light, some baseball, try to hit some bets, not go crazy, not lose all our damn money. And then next week we're gonna go heavy. Next week we're gonna go heavy, I should say. All right, we'll jump out of here, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a good Thursday. We'll be live 3 p.m. Eastern today. But until then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. We will see you this afternoon. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody!